Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Gacha News for the week of December 24th. I'm your co-host Sly and I can already hear my wallet screaming. Before we start, I do want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Also, don't forget that if you are enjoying the 5-9 gaming content, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video, hit the notification bell, and make sure to stay up to date with all the things 5-9 gaming. Now without further ado, it's time to start the news for the week. Kicking us off this week will be Danmachi Memorial Freeze. They are hosting their 3.5-year anniversary, which is just in time for the holiday season. The special login bonus that is being held will give away a new anniversary outfit for Hestia. You will also receive a total of up to 1,000 iris from the login bonus as well, so be sure to collect all the gifts given. The login bonus runs from December 18th until January 28th, so there's plenty of time to go. In addition to this login bonus, there will be a special gacha banner that will allow you to do a free multi once per day. There will also be new outfits available for purchase with 400 paid iris in the shop for both Eyes Wallenstein and Ryu Lion. The outfits do not affect the gameplay at all and are only meant for cosmetic purposes for the home screen, so they are not mandatory at all. Danmachi will also be rerunning the original 3 banners that were released for the 3rd anniversary Astria Record. This is another chance to obtain any units that the players may have missed or for newer players to obtain them. This is perfect for me personally since I only need 2 more copies for my own Ryu from the anniversary. Lastly, you will also be able to obtain a free copy of Foxy Princess Haruhime upon completing Chapter 40 of the Belle Cornell story. No, seriously, that's her name in the game, because she's a literal fox. Don't blame me, blame the developers. Moving on to Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, who has begun his collaboration event with Full Metal Alchemist. This is for the JP version currently and should hit the global version eventually. The newly added characters that will be available are Edward and Alphonse Elric, Fury King Bradley, Greed and Ling's Body, and Envy. Edward and Alphonse, along with King Bradley, will be part of the Neo Vision rarity, which is supposedly an 8-star rarity. Talk about power creep. Sounds frightening. Greed and Envy, however, are not Neo Vision rarity, so they will be normal 5-star rates. Greed will be a physical attacker, whereas Envy will be a debuffer unit. King Bradley will start out as a physical tank, but becomes a physical attacker after Brave Shift. The Elric brothers will remain a physical attacker both pre and post Brave Shift. All of the new units will be a part of the Stardust Ray chain family, and King Bradley will be part of both Stardust Ray and Ariel Ray chain family. Roy Mustang will also be able to awaken into a Neo Vision unit as well. The collab lasts until December 31st, 11:59 Japan Standard Time, so don't miss out on this collab event. Pokemon Masters is celebrating the second half of his Christmas event with the release of N and Zekrom from the Black and White era, which is the 6th generation of Pokemon. I too am confused as to why he isn't paired with Reshiram, but at least we will have N in the game finally. He will be a Pokefair unit, so he will only be available on Pokefairs he is announced for, similar to Dokkan Festival units. First, let's take a look at his sync move. Looking at his kit, he seems unique in some aspects. He can either be a dragon attacker or an electric attacker. Nothing in his green screams, "This node is a must-have!" the same way other fairs do, such as blue, red, and leaf. At least that is the case for an electric attacker. His dragon grid does have a few nodes that you would want to pick up, such as Outrage Confusion Boon, which powers up moves when he is confused, which pairs nicely with the Legend Confusion 9 Lucky skill. Zekrom also has Outrage Paralysis synergy, which powers up moves when the target is paralyzed. Pair those with Outrage Move Gauge Refresh, and he can be a very strong dragon attacker. Zekrom also has a lot of sync move power in his grid as well, so he benefits a lot from his EX upgrade. Along with Ed and Zekrom, we also have news that there will be a New Year's Seasonal Scout banner for both Lance and Gyarados and Lily and Ribambi. Gyarados will be a flying type striker, whereas Ribambi will be a bug type support. Ribambi is a bulky evasion tank that can heal herself, which will be very worth the EX upgrade. Gyarados is similar to his Dragonite counterpart with Hyper Beam, where he will do a lot of single target damage. Lance and Lily seasonal scouts are estimated to drop around New Year's time, considering they are the New Year's seasonal units, so be on the lookout for them. So it looks like Assault Mode Meliodas won't be for at least another 2 weeks if we're lucky. Grand Cross decided to celebrate Christmas with Banner for Liz and a 10-step step-up banner. The banner is really bad, and trust me, that is putting it nicely and in a 4 kids way. Liz herself is good for Hell Grey, but that's about it. She's honestly not worth the chase. The banner is major fodder and is not worth your gems. So unless you are a whale, a collector, or a big fan of this version of Elizabeth, do not summon. The one Escanor will be receiving a Christmas outfit for the holidays, and I must say, it's going to be funny watching him swing around a Christmas tree when he bonks enemies. The full cosmetic outfit will be available for purchase first with money, and then it will be available individually for 30 gems each piece for 2 weeks. Along with the Festival Escanor outfit, we will also be getting a rerun of the Commandment's Christmas outfits for Melascula, Gallon, Gloxinia, and Monspeed. As far as we know, the Commandment outfits will only be available for purchase with money. We will also be getting a rerun of the presents from the Blessing Tree in the tavern. Every day, you will be able to interact with the Christmas tree and receive a present. You can receive up to 9 gems, 50 anvils, some hammers, and other gifts over the course of the event. Alchemist Code will be ending off 2020 and kicking off 2021 with a collab with the Rising of the Shield Hero. The event started yesterday, December 23rd, if you are watching this on December 24th when it goes live, and it goes until January 20th. The 3 characters from Shield Hero that will be available are Naofumi, Raphtalia, and Philo. Naofumi will be a dark attribute unit, Raphtalia will be a light attribute unit, and Philo will be a wind attribute unit. Naofumi raises HP by 50%, physical defense by 30%, and light resistance by 20% for dark units. Raphtalia raises HP by 30%, slash attack power by 30%, evasion rate by 10%, and physical attack debuff reduction by 40% for light units. And Philo raises strike attack power by 40%, magic attack power by 20%, and agility by 10% for wind units. All 3 units will also be available to Limit Break as well. Don't miss this chance to get your hands on these exclusive limited time characters from this collab. Now on to my co-host Nalar to close out the news segment.
Great job, Sly. Big voice for a little guy. Alright, for you masochists, the JP Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions is having a collab with Nier Automata, announced on their own livestream. Oh look, another Nier Automata collab with another Gacha game. If you didn't catch our news for the past few weeks, the game has been mired in controversy about rigging rates. There will be a free UR9S, so there is that, but who knows when this will come to the global version. At least there's been a track record of FFBE providing collabs for all of their Gacha games. It's coming to the end of the year, and we already mentioned last week that some Gacha games that were slated to come out in 2020 were just running out of time. It's been officially confirmed by the studio running the new Demon Slayer Gacha game that Kimetsu no Yaiba Keppu Kangeki Royale, I butchered that, but whatever, will be delayed until 2021. The reasoning is they want to improve the quality of the game before the release. Something Cyberpunk 2077 and CD Projekt Red could learn. Either way, I think people would be fine to wait for the better quality, but I hope they can deliver on the promise to provide an excellent gameplay experience. As of this recording, the new update for Azur Lane, Operation Siren, has come. This is a huge update with Operation Siren, Guild 2.0, and Ashes Showdown. At Commander level 60, all the commanders are able to participate in Operation Siren, which is a whole new game mode with its own original storyline. It also features randomly generated topographies and enemies, a first if I recall for the game. A first for the game also is the Ashes Showdown Raid, where you can enter and do as much damage until the boss's health points are 0. Each raid allows a maximum of 30 commanders at a time. And the Guild 2.0 update allows for guilds to have a reason to exist by providing exclusive guild tech such as oil storage cap increases and dock slots. Members can contribute to the research by exchanging resources for fleet currency. AFK Arena is having a collab with Persona 5. Now, I know that AFK Arena has become a meme to people, but it's mostly because they don't really understand the gameplay. For the uninitiated, AFK Arena is an idle game. What is an idle game exactly? It's a game genre that is actually very appealing to mobile users. The progression aspect of idle games revolve around being idle, or in this case AFK. Let's frame an idle game around Grand Cross, for example. In Grand Cross, you actively play the game for gold, farm materials, and equipment. If I made an idle version of Grand Cross, I would have it where there are 15 chapters with 50 stages each chapter. As you slowly move up in tackling your stages, your characters get stronger from XP, gold, materials, talents, and whatnot. But then you've got real life stuff, and you gotta step away from the game. In Grand Cross, you just stop earning all those materials or any progression. But in an idle game, depending where your highest level is, you're still earning X amount of gold per minute while you're away, Y amount of XP materials while you're away, etc., etc. Idle games are appealing since it's meant to be played as a casual experience that you can play at your own pace. Now, AFK Arena is the most popular idle game because it's aggressive with its marketing and hence why everyone thinks it's a meme. Having started it up again, thanks Persona 5 Collab, I can tell you the gacha system is quite different and interesting. You need multiple dupes, but currency and summoning is very easy to come by. For example, they give you a multi every time you complete a chapter. Now, based on the AFK Arena community, collab characters can be obtainable free to play, but you need to start now. Their system of obtaining dimensional heroes, or collab heroes, require you to have a lot of resources. There's actually no gacha at all for the collab units. So it's a guaranteed exchange to get the unit, you just need a boatload of resources to do so. Hence the heavy farming, AFKing that needs to be done. And well, you could always pay them. That's always an option with Lilith Games. And to close this week's news out, we've got Princess Connect Redive by Crunchyroll Games. It has officially soft launched last week, and all you need to do to start playing is grab the APK for Android devices. APK Pure has that available, and I don't think anywhere else. All your progress and money you spent will carry forward to the global launch here fairly shortly, I predict in a month or so. So how do I play this on an emulator, you ask? You need a 64-bit emulator like BlueStack 64 or LD Player 64. What if the soft launch server is tied to the SEA servers, and the global launch server is the real global server? Well, yes, that's always a possibility, but as of right now, there's only one server per region total. So one JP server, one SEA server, and as of right now, one global server. But how will PvP work if you start later or earlier? This game seems to have a shard system. If you're unfamiliar with this process, it's like having a group of 500 people, for example, and once that group reaches 500 people, you're closed off in that shard with them. Some people will fall off, but for the competitive people staying along for a while, you'll be there with them forever. So as a new player, you'll always be competitive because you'll be in a shard of people who join you at the same time you started playing as well. You'll never face anybody who's in Shard 1, who's been playing at soft launch, and Shard 14 when the server officially starts. But Nolar, what about guilds? Guilds look to be open to anybody. Again, one server total. So whenever a guild PvP happens, you'll be fighting people in soft launch, people playing day 2, people playing with you just now. Unless you're a whale, PvP and guild PvP shouldn't be a huge deal to you, so don't be concerned too much about that. I personally haven't had a lot of time to check it out, but I know Gail Wright has been playing it and enjoying it so far. If you're interested, we could do a quick preview video for you all, so let us know in the comments below. And that does it for this week's Gacha News. On behalf of Sly and the rest of the 5-9 team, we wish you all a safe and happy holiday season. If you like the content, hit that like button. If you want to see more from what 5-9 has to offer, smash that subscribe button and notification bell. And we'll catch you next week on the 5-9 Gaming News Network. See y'all.